Okay, guys, thank you for being here today in this session dedicated to how can AI support mammography workflows. We have prepared a set of questions, and because of time, we're going to start right up. So I will start with you, Ron, from MedCognetics, and I want to ask you, how can triage optimize mammography workflow and radiology efficiencies?
Well, there's 4 key points I'd like to make real quick about that, and thank you again for having me on the panel. The first one is really most mammographers have a really large workload, and being able to prioritize the cases that are the most important first. So some mammographers are doing something like 147 cases in a 7-hour shift. If they can find 2 to 3 that are the real suspicious ones and bring them to the top of the list, that would be really great. The other thing is, if you're in a large practicing group, to be able to move those cases to the radiology fellow in breast imaging rather than to a generalist so the system can route it. The last 2 are, one is that in countries where they may not have a primary breast imager, to be able to do some triage to give them indicators so that they can either follow up right away, or in many of these nations it takes maybe 1 or 2 or 3 days to get to a breast imager. So not sending them back, to be able to say that something's going on and be able to help them right away. And last but not least, it can be used almost like in cars today when you have a lane and you're trying to change the lane and it tells you, oh, there could be possibly a car there, so be careful, or notification of something's going on. This is what those indicators in triage can do to say, this looks suspicious. You still have to look. You don't want to just change the lane, but this way at least you have a precursor to have a secondary set of eyes.
Thank you so much for your insights to our question. I will continue with you, Samitra, from Transpara. How can AI be used to optimize care for women undergoing breast cancer screening?
Thank you, Juan. So breast cancer screening, the important thing to remember is that the vast majority of people who get screened are going to be negative. So the first and most important thing is to have excellent workflow for the mammographer. As you said, many of them are reading many, many images every week. So the first thing we want to do is focus on workflow, both for the radiologist, but because the radiologist's workflow is better, faster results for the women. So it's a two-sided coin. By easing the radiologist's workflow, we're improving the ability for them to deliver results for women. Second of all, it's confidence. You cannot apply an AI algorithm to a clinical process unless the user has confidence that the AI algorithm works. So no workflow without confidence is an integral part of it. For women, that confidence comes in the form of understanding that their radiologist or their practice is comfortable using modern technology. So AI now brings workflow and confidence to the radiologist, and that workflow and confidence translates to faster results and ideally fewer recalls for women. Fewer recalls for women means that they can get back to their lives with less anxiety and greater speed. So workflow and confidence are critical. That's today. So at Transpara, we're focused, or at Screenpoint Medical, and we're the makers of Transpara, we're focused on early breast cancer detection using AI. What does that mean? It means we find cancer regardless of breast density, regardless of gantry manufacturer. We find cancer sooner by using priors, and we recall less women. We enable radiologists to recall less women by using priors. So all of those things together drive improved care for women by using AI.
Thank you so much for your answer. Okay, now I will continue with Kevin from CureMetrix, and I want to ask you, can you talk about breast arterial calcification and how your solution helps identify these on mammograms?
Sure, I'd be happy to. Before I dig in, I'm just curious, as I look across the audience, are there any radiologists sitting in the audience? Okay, so I just wanted to understand who I'm speaking to. And so you're with ADOC and you're with not a radiologist. Got it, sorry. My chair spins a little bit here. So breast arterial calcifications, as I think most of the audience is aware, are an incidental finding on a mammogram. So today, when radiologists are reading mammograms, whether they're using a breast AI or a triage, in either case, you're always screening for breast cancer, and that's what's most important. But there's 40 million mammograms a year that happen in the United States every year, and approximately 20% of those mammograms, breast arterial calcifications, will be present. So you can think of breast arterial calcifications as a vascular calcification. It is a medial calcification of the arteries of the breast, and it's very, very, very important to women's health. Not only are you screening for breast cancer, but when you're looking at these mammograms, there's all kinds of other clues in the mammogram that the doctor should be looking to help a woman understand what can be used for her health. Breast arterial calcifications are one of those. So we've spent the last 6 years developing this product that actually reads the mammogram just as it would for a breast AI and identifies these breast arterial calcifications, and similar to the way a breast AI might work, actually marks the breast arterial calcification so that the doctor who wouldn't normally annotate these can have a good view of not just the fact that there's breast arterial calcifications present, but where they are present.
Thank you so much for your answer. And I will finish. I don't know what's going on here. Neither do I. It's not our fault. So I will. Things that with going live. My apologies. So I will finish with Christina from b-rayZ, and I want to ask you, how can real-time quality assessment impact workflow efficiency within the radiology department?
Thank you very much. Yes, it's a pleasure talking about another aspect of the workflow in mammography. We are a Swiss company, and we were born at the University Hospital of Zurich. And working at the University Hospital of Zurich was clear for us since the beginning that the breast unit is a team that is working together. And one of the key elements, or one of the key stakeholders of the team, is actually also the radiographer. The radiographer has the huge responsibility of creating images of highest diagnostic quality. This is due to the fact that actually still today, 1 out of 4 detectable breast cancer lesions are missed in a clinical routine because of a mispositioning of the breast. A proper positioning of the breast is relevant for the diagnostic, but is also fundamental to allow to have a follow-up of the evolution of a lesion over time. You need to be able to standardize the positioning of the breast within the device. For this reason, the solution that we have developed is a solution that can be used in providing a real-time feedback to the radiographer on the quality of the positioning, and this is done within few seconds after the acquisition of the mammographic images. The feedback is given in a very detailed way so that the radiographer can understand what was done correctly and what needs to be improved over time. In addition, we also provide an analytics solution, we call it b-smart, which monitor over time the improvements that are made by the team by the positioning of the breast in the device. This allows our clients to comply with the new FDA requirements for the equip, so allows to put in place solutions for the quality control in mammography, but also allows them to monitor over time what is the effect of these quality solutions on the team.
Thank you so much for your answer. I think we still have a few more minutes, right? Yeah, perfect. So I would like to ask a question that is not in the iPad, and it's a simple one. If you can give us a small sneak peek of what to expect from your companies from 2025, anything new that you can advance for us?
So just recently we were cleared for temporal analysis, which includes comparison between today's breast AI analysis and up to 6 years prior, up to 3 mammograms. I'm really excited to see what our users, who are some of the biggest luminaries in the US, will do with that information and with that functionality. It's going to be really exciting. Since we're multi-vendor, multi-gantry, multi-manufacturer, I think we're seeing a lot of very interesting research come out of our users, analyzing our performance, analyzing radiologists' performance, and analyzing how they can deliver better care. So, Transpara, come see us at 5316.
Thank you very much. Exciting. We are looking forward. Yes, also from our side, a lot is going on. From b-rayZ, we have already CE certified for the European market a full platform that covers not only the quality assurance, but also the classification of the breast density, the lesion detection, and the capability of having a tuning framework, which is called the NAI, Data Adaptive Neural AI, that allows us to tune to the specific use case of the customers. For 2025, we want to improve our portfolio also for the US market that now only includes the quality solutions for the US market, and we will launch our solution for the risk characterization. So for the first time, we will bring information which are outside the image into the mammographic workflow to support the analysis of the images and the management of the patient. Thank you.
Well, for CureMetrix, I think 2025 is going to see a lot of expansion. Our focus so far has been the United States, but we're expecting our clearances in many other countries around the world. So the work that we've been doing to actually secure the market in the United States will grow considerably for us. And that expansion is not just on the product side, but it's also on the data side. So we've got research studies around the world right now. One study, in fact, we're looking at 800,000 women over a 15-year period. So when you begin to put this heft of data into publications, you can begin to define a market and define a clinical strategy that will hopefully change women's health in a very positive way.
So 2025 is going to be very exciting for MedCognetics because we're focusing on how to solve the last mile or kilometer of deployment. You know, getting to a cloud around the globe is not a de facto thing. You know, there's going to be more focus on premise, but I'm happy to announce we're going to be announcing this. We've already announced it, but we'll be talking with this with NVIDIA. We're embedding our AI capability onto a single chipset, so this means this can go right into the gantry, right into an AWS. It can deploy right into the last mile. So we're really going into the idea of embedded processing for raw pixel processing to helping out AI analysis.
Thank you so much to the four of us for these interesting conversations on this really exciting topic that is breast pathology and the utilization of AI. This is an opinion, but I think that we're going to see huge advancements in this topic in the upcoming years. If you ask me, I think that breast is in the last frontier of AI. It's the most advanced one. And again, thank you so much for the opportunity to be here.